Let's talk about why Jesus really had to die. You've heard God is love. Simple, comforting, beautiful. Now try this. God sent his son to suffer and die as a blood sacrifice. Still beautiful? Maybe, but it hits different. One sounds like unconditional love. The other, love with conditions. Blood, death, a sacrifice. And if the second one is true, then we owe it to ourselves to ask, why was blood ever necessary? Christians say sin separates us from God, and sin demands payment. Not just remorse, but blood. Perfect blood. Enter Jesus. But why was there sin in the first place? Let's peel this layer. Where did sin come from? The fall. What caused the fall? God said, if you eat from this tree, you will surely die. The serpent said, you will not surely die. So who lied? Because they didn't die that day. Not physically, not instantly. They gained knowledge. Their eyes were opened. One command, one tree, one serpent. And now? All of humanity is doomed? Why am I held guilty for a choice I didn't make? Why must we believe someone died for us because two people disobeyed in a garden thousands of years ago? Why am I born broken because of their mistake, before I ever had a chance? Imagine a judge sentencing you for a crime committed by your ancestors. That's not justice, that's inherited guilt. And in a world God called very good, he planted a tree and placed a tempter. If God created the tree, crafted the serpent, and placed morally innocent humans in a test they were unequipped to pass, what are we really calling free will? They didn't even know what wrong was until after they broke the rule. And that's not a fall, that's a trap. If Adam and Eve couldn't yet discern good from evil, how could they be morally responsible? Can you truly disobey when you don't yet understand what obedience means? Was the fall a failure of humanity, or the blueprint of a system they never stood a chance against? And if the serpent's voice was already in the garden, was evil present before the fall? This changes how we see the cross. The cross wasn't just a rescue mission, it was the next stop on a road God paved himself. Jesus didn't die to fix a broken plan, he died to complete a story that began with failure baked into the design. The cross wasn't a backup, it was the blueprint. If God is all-powerful and all-knowing, then he created a world where sin wasn't just possible, it was inevitable. Where naive humans would face a test they didn't understand, where a serpent would be permitted to deceive, where blood would be the only way out. If all that's true, then Jesus didn't just die for humanity, he died because of a system God designed. That's not just theology, that's cosmic architecture. So maybe the question isn't, why did Jesus have to die? Maybe the better question is, why was a world built where death was the only way to love? If you're wrestling with the garden, or the cross, or anything in between, you're not losing faith, you're digging deeper. Like, subscribe, and join me as we continue to peel the onion.